Hello and welcome back. This is SBN, the Small Business Network. I'm your host, BRYAN DENOVELLIS, back with TV news for today's entrepreneurs. On the main menu for you today, a number of funding campaigns that appeared on SBN and found success are back for another round. A couple of franchises on offer, and the unusual marketing tactics used in hopes of courting franchisees while captivating customers. And it walks like a crowdfund, talks like a crowdfund, must be a crowdfund, right? We take a closer look at investing in tangible real estate through crowdfunding. So strap in, we're back in a moment. It's fast forward, full speed ahead, because we value your time and your trust in us. That's all ahead here on SBN, the Small Business Network. Be right back.
SBN, the Small Business Network, is a division of Privatel Incorporated and does not sell any of the instruments, goods, or services seen here, nor is it a portal to investment opportunities. Please consult with your financial and legal professionals before making any investment. This concept has been registered with the Writers Guild of America.
A message from all of us here at SBN. If you or anyone you know has ALS, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, or Parkinson's disease, please follow the link on connectsbn.com or simply type into your browser winningthefight.org for help and for more information. Thank you. We told you at the top of the episode about several successful crowdfunders who were coming back with new campaigns. One such campaign that's open for your investment consideration is Ola Brew, the purveyors of a line of fine hard seltzers grown and brewed in Hawaii. The principles behind Ola Brew have a focus on ethical and growth-oriented sourcing, working every day to help Hawaii farmers increase their demand by ensuring a guaranteed market for their crops. Thanks to the production and marketing of Ola Brew's hard seltzers, the company has begun bridging and expanding into the U.S. mainland. While you're thinking over your next big deal, please keep in mind the minimum investment in Ola Brew is $225. Now let's take a quick vacation to the islands for a little reverie to reconsider investment in Ola Brew. Like they say, join the family. Invest in Ola Brew. Your minimum investment is $225. And good on that Ohana for investing themselves, spending their money where they earn. It has a nice ecological ring to it. Something good for generations to come. Something else for generations to come is likely part of the reason another previous crowdfunder has come back for another round. We're talking about StorEn Technologies, the company that continues doing its part for the future of solar energy, finding ways to channel and store it. Hard to believe it was only the beginning of 2020 when we first learned about StorEn Technologies. Evolutionary vanadium flow batteries. These batteries, you may recall, deliver the lowest cost per cycle in the world to 8 times lower than lithium-ion batteries. StorEn calls it a greener solution that outperforms the competition. I call it an interesting jumping in point for us to have a look at the film presentation for StorEn Technologies' all vanadium flow solar-powered storage units.
At StorEn, we have developed a technology that allows us to achieve staggering results, fundamental for planet Earth. Imagine storing the energy produced by the sun or wind into batteries that give us back the potential. similar to how we use a power bank to recharge our smartphone. Thanks to vanadium, we built a stack that revolutionizes residential and industrial energy storage. Our disruptive proprietary all-vanadium flow battery technology delivers the lowest cost per cycle device in the world, up to 8 times lower than traditional lithium-ion batteries, with a life of 25 years and more than 15,000 cycles. Only with the use of storage systems will we be able to implement the renewable energy grid and cut waste. And the best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Today can be the day for a new beginning, the day to spark the renewable energy revolution. We thought we were living healthy, but the pandemic revealed the truth. Our lives are in our hands. We can make a difference. We can be the difference in the best way. At StorEn, we believe in a healthy future for our sons and our daughters, for our nations, but mostly for our home, the whole planet.
StorEn Technologies hopes you're more than sunny day friends. Minimum investment in the company's breakthrough innovations is $480. There's plenty more to learn about investing in Ola Brew and in StorEn Technologies. A pair of diverse crowdfunding campaigns and the Small Business Network can help. Drop us an email, info@connectsbn.com. We can connect you with business advisors and legal representatives, including our crowdfunding guru, Mark Roderick, the crowdfunding attorney. Remember, too, financing is available for most small business opportunities, including equity crowdfunding and franchising. Please let us show you how. When we come back, marketing to your customers of the future. How would you market a top 25 restaurant franchise with 68 years of experience to customers who aren't even born yet? We have one franchisor's vision after the break. This is SBN, the Small Business Network. A message from all of us here at SBN. If you or anyone you know has ALS, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, or Parkinson's disease, please follow the link on connectsbn.com or simply type into your browser winningthefight.org for help and for more information. Thank you. From a roadside restaurant in Kentucky back in the 1930s, something sparked an entrepreneur's imagination, lighting the way for one of the earliest fast food restaurant franchising concepts. The entrepreneur, Colonel Harland Sanders. The place, Sanders Court and Cafe. The product, pressure-cooked fried chicken on the go. The year the first franchise launched, 1952. The name of that franchise was, of course, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You might think the Colonel, via franchising, brought the recipe of 11 herbs and spices for his pressure-cooked fried chicken to a major metropolitan area. Well, he actually did, just not the typical cities that spring to mind. The first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise launched in 1952 in Murray, Utah, about 6.5 miles outside of the state capital, Salt Lake City. There's something about Sundays in Salt Lake City with the Colonel. And the rest, as they say, is just showbiz history. There were many changes along the way in marketing, and the Colonel would eventually be retired as the fast food sensation took wing. It was always presented as Kentucky Fried Chicken until they added finger-licking good as the trademark. Someone in marketing must have sensed a rising tide in its wake, as Kentucky Fried Chicken got one of many image overhauls as Popeyes, Church's, Boston Market, Bojangles, and countless other name fried chicken places got into the act with mixed results. Like any franchise under heavy fire from the competition, the outlook for Kentucky Fried Chicken got better, in its case having changed corporate ownership several times. It ultimately settled into Yum Brands, coincidentally headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky, as a restaurant group that also includes Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Wing Street. One of the decisions with the greatest impact was streamlining the brand to bring it nearly 70 years into the future. No more Kentucky, no more fried chicken, no more finger-licking good. From then on, if you wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken of the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices fame, you had to get it at KFC. It may not seem like much, but it was just the right pivot to put every other purveyor of anywhere fried chicken in the dust. You may be surprised to learn in the recent past, an internal group at KFC Corporate has been using crowdfunding as a tool, sort of a crash test of ideas for developing innovations for giveaways, branding, and loyalty programs. No word on its success, but here's an example of a way out way they're keeping the brand fresh in the minds of present day and future consumers.
KFC Innovations Lab needs your crowdfunding support to turn our ideas into real things that you can buy. Would you like a location tracking necktie? We designed it. Help us make it. Are you a fan of sitting and eating on cardboard? Join us. Whoa! How about a cane that changes TV channels? We invented one. Do you want a hot tub that looks like a KFC bucket? Chances are you do. What about an ice skating show about Colonel Sanders? Support the campaign to make it a reality. Heck, we've even got donation perks. KFC Innovations Lab needs your support to help us turn our innovation ideas into innovation reality.
KFC Innovations Lab.
It may be offbeat, but when you have the fourth most popular global brand of fast food, you can afford to take little creative excursions like that. It is an expensive venture if you're considering buying your own KFC. And if you're watching us on connectsbn.com, you can scroll down to the links for episode 41 and select KFC. This would be a considerable investment. So, if you think having $1.5 million in net worth and $750,000 in liquid assets is on the menu for your own KFC, the Small Business Network can help. We can point you in the direction of some very talented business advisors and legal representatives, including our investment guru, Mark Roderick, the crowdfunding attorney. Remember, too, financing is available for most equity crowdfunding and franchising projects. Please let us show you how. Drop us a line here, info@connectsbn.com. When we come back, another successful crowdfunding campaign is back for more, with its film focus not on Hollywood, but on a mission from a higher authority. You're watching SBN, the Small Business Network. TV news for today's entrepreneurs. A message from all of us here at SBN. If you or anyone you know has ALS, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, or Parkinson's disease, please follow the link on connectsbn.com or simply type into your browser winningthefight.org for help and for more information. Thank you. Welcome back. You're watching SBN, the Small Business Network. I'm your host, BRYAN DENOVELLIS. Back in the beginning of 2020, SBN introduced you to the crowdfunding campaign for a movie studio that was off the beaten path, but right where they intended to be. The business is called Hire Studios, and they produce television programs and motion pictures that are renowned as faith and family-based entertainment, as they say, the kind of movies Hollywood doesn't make anymore. They kept faith in the plan and wound up raising just over $1 million by March of 2020. As Called Hire Studios says in its presentation materials, it is a faith-based movie studio taking advantage of equity crowdfunding laws that allow individual investors to invest in companies. Our market is identifiable, growing, loyal, and passionate about the content they're creating. Another key factor Called Hire Studios realizes there's a large market out there, faith-driven consumers who spend roughly $2 trillion a year. I'll let that sink in for a minute while we take a closer look at the campaign presentation for Called Hire Studios.
Hey guys, I'm Jason Brown.
And I'm Ash Grayson, and we are the co-founders of Called Hire Studios.
Yeah, so Called Hire Studios is the world's first Christian fan-owned movie studio, and we have over 3,500 investors who invested over $1 million in our first round to make our mission possible. And our mission is to go spread the name of Christ through film and television, and now we're offering you that same opportunity.
It's a powerful new way to make movies and television. Let's hear from some of our actual investors.
I invested in Called Hire Studios because I wanted to be a part of a group of fired up Christian filmmakers who are going to do amazing things in the world of film and television.
I believe the arts are one medium that always tears down barriers that can separate us, and I really believe we need that today.
We want to change one family, one city, one nation, one country at a time.
We believe in spreading the gospel through all means possible, and we believe we can reach the masses through film and television.
I want to be a part of making films that offer encouragement and hope through the Word of God.
I invested in Called Hire Studios because the film industry so desperately needs to see the transforming power of the gospel.
I wanted to give my support as well as become a part of an organization in the entertainment industry that was actually spreading the gospel throughout the nation.
To see what God's done so far with this project is very exciting, and can't wait to see what else He's got in store.
It's our intention to be a full-service faith-based movie studio, which means we can do it all with you from start to finish. Do you want to know the real secret about how we make our dreams become a reality? It's you. Because we're the first Christian fan-owned movie studio with over 3,000 investors who have already invested over $1 million into making family and biblical content. And now you have the opportunity to invest and join them. But what does that even mean? It means that you get to own stock in Called Hire Studios, and that means you own a piece of every project that we do. But more importantly, you get to join the Called Hire Studios family. So you're gonna get exclusive content in ways that you get to influence the movies that we make. And who knows, you may even end up as an extra in one of our films. So you're gonna get exclusive opportunities to shape the content that comes out of Hollywood. And we're gonna replace some of the voices with a few voices that we feel are just a little bit more important. People need to hear and know the name of Jesus more than ever. And the best way that Ash and I know how to do that is to use our God-given talents to go and spread the name of Christ through movies and television. But we do not want to do that alone. And we're actually stronger with a bigger community and a bigger family. So if that resonates with you, our mission to go and spread the gospel throughout the world, then we're asking you, please hit the Invest Now button and join the Called Hire Studios family.
Together.
Together. Together.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are the Called.
The Called.
We are the called.
Together, we are the called.
Minimum investment in Called Hire Studios is $99.36. Called Hire Studios has produced feature films distributed by Netflix and Walmart that have helped generate over $1 billion in worldwide gross box office receipts. Last but not least, Called Hire Studios claims your investment could make money while serving to spread the gospel. If you'd like to learn more about Called Hire Studios, all you have to do is drop us a line here at the Small Business Network, info@sbncrowd.com. We can connect you to legal and business investment advisors, including our legal expert, the crowdfunding lawyer, Mark Roderick. Remember, financing is available for most small business opportunities, including crowdfunding and franchising. Please let us show you how. There's still much more ahead on SBN, the Small Business Network. TV news for today's entrepreneurs. Please stay tuned.
The U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and small business owners start, grow, and succeed in their business ventures. In fact, some of the most recognizable brands started small. Ready to start or grow your small business? Visit SBA.gov to learn more about how we can help.
This is SBN, the Small Business Network. I'm BRYAN DENOVELLIS. This next franchise on offer is not for the faint of heart. Now, before you scratch your head and wonder, what kind of daredevil franchise am I talking about? What I mean is, you've gone down to the local hardware store on the weekend looking for a dowel rod, or a tin snip, or a half pound of coated flathead wood screws, right? As part of the Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It team at my house, I admit it. I'm at the hardware store at least once a week, every week, and sometimes I'm just poking around looking at stuff, just like it appears many others are too. As I said before, this offer is not for the faint of heart. It's for the love of hardware. Can you imagine being your own boss at your own Ace Hardware? It's in the top 10 of the Entrepreneur.com top 500 franchises of 2020. And it's a franchise with a long history of success and survival over its nearly 100-year history. This is a franchise with staying power, succeeding despite the onslaught of home remodeling warehouses and online shopping delivery services. Even the remodeled branding has gone straight from its core business, from the Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks to Ace, the helpful place. While you recall those Saturdays at your local hardware store, keep in mind what an investment in your very own Ace Hardware could mean. Let's have a look at some of the franchise presentation materials from the franchisers at Ace. If you're looking to invest in your own Ace Hardware and watching us on connectsbn.com, you can scroll down to the links for episode 41 and select Ace Hardware. This kind of franchise investment is very significant, but of course depends a lot on the location in the neighborhood of having a net worth of $400,000. And $250,000 in liquid assets is a thumbnail glimpse of the startup expense. Another rule of thumb we've shared from the start: the Small Business Network can help. We can point you in the direction of some very talented business advisors and legal representatives, including our investment guru, Mark Roderick, the crowdfunding attorney. Remember, too, small business financing is available for most equity crowdfunding and franchising projects. Let us show you how. Drop us a line here. info@connectsbn.com. When we return, the real deal in real estate investment with a twist. We're back in 30 seconds with so much more. You're watching SBN, the Small Business Network. TV news for today's entrepreneurs.
Ready to start or grow your small business? Visit SBA.gov to learn more about how we can help.
Welcome back. We're your key to online investment made easy. We're SBN, the Small Business Network. I'm BRYAN, DENOVELLIS, your host. I have seen so many opportunities for real estate investment. Everything old looks new again. But not so fast. My inner voice piped up. This next crowdfunding campaign has a difference I can't quite put my finger on. But really, is that it? The investment I can absolutely touch and feel as it blossoms? From the outset, the founders behind Jamestown Invest present a boilerplate positioning statement, but quickly encouraged the tangible aspect, real estate you can touch, and witness the ways it influences other small business startups in places you own. You could go by me, but what I'd like you to do now is give you a closer look at the campaign video from the founders behind Jamestown Invest for your investment consideration.
I was in fashion, she was in fashion, and she said, I'll help you kind of chase this dream you have.
We wanted not just to have his own clothing line, but to sell it in this space that was really a reflection of who we are. And when we saw this super cool place, we just could see ourselves here. I helped him get it going and built the store, and it's a very inspiring place to work every day.
Starting anything is hard. This location has tons of co-working spaces, tons of startups, and so that's why Techstars wanted to be here.
I was in law school. Steve was just toiling away, and then 2009 happened, and all that changed.
I was working in a corporate job, I got laid off, and instead of getting back into insurance, decided to start this business. We're this cart business that started on a single corner, and after a couple years we had more carts, but we'd never done anything brick and mortar, and so when Jamestown took a chance on us, it was something new. We had this idea to start a popsicle company after a lot of trips down to Latin America. The paleta is basically more interesting flavors, better ingredients popsicle.
Innovation now is incredible. Every area, there's hundreds of startups kind of focusing on making people's lives better.
We just actually want to build a place where people just kind of want to be, not just to buy. We first started just with one shop. We had Sid's shop, then we had my shop. Then we grew to a smaller office. Now we have this really big office with a whole design team.
It's a little bit of a maker's mentality that exists within these places. That's what we're trying to do with clothes, is really kind of give a sense of discovery and kind of fun. You know, it's a little bit like an open kitchen because you see the sausage getting made.
Techstars is a worldwide network that helps entrepreneurs succeed. So I run the accelerator here in Atlanta. I get to handpick entrepreneurs all over the Southeast. We run each one of those companies through a 90-day program, and many of those companies will get investment. There's walking paths around here, there's local restaurants, there's co-working spaces, and this is where the young people want to be, so this is where they want to start their startups.
Having a good time, making people smile, creating moments of happiness, it really worked out well. This neighborhood has always been one that's brought people together, and I think for that reason we knew it was a great fit for us.
The real beauty is being here at 7-something in the morning and you see the things start coming together and you see the deliveries coming in. It's business.
Good time to mention your minimum investment in Jamestown Invest is $2,500. As its presentation material states, Jamestown Invest is a digital platform that connects nearly anyone to rigorously vetted institutional quality real estate. There's so much to learn about investing in Jamestown Invest through crowdfunding, and the Small Business Network can help. Just let us know by dropping us a line here. info@sbncrowd.com. We can connect you with business advisors and legal representatives, including our crowdfunding guru, Mark Roderick, the crowdfunding attorney. Remember, financing is available for most small business opportunities, including equity crowdfunding and franchising. Please let us show you how. And so, that's a wrap for episode 41 here on SBN. Remember, you can check for more details on the deals we mention here by going to connectsbn.com and scrolling down to select this episode 41 and the links listings. We hope you enjoyed your time with us. Hope you saw something you'd like to consider for investment. If nothing else, we hope we gave you a reason to smile. Follow us on @ConnectSBN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and everywhere you go to catch up on the socials. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you back here again soon. Until then, good health, good heart, and good investing. Thank you from all of us here at SBN, the Small Business Network. TV news for today's entrepreneurs.